So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk again about man orientation. So man orientation for me is just like basically like focus and obedience. We're making the dog focus on the decoy. And I say man orientation because I want man orientation to be distinctly different than defensive aggression. So I try not to make my man orientation through defensive aggression if I can help it, right? So these are, if we're going to elicit defense, then we definitely want the dog to feel threatened by the guy, and we want the dog to respond in a forward way. If I'm working dogs in other situations, I want to start from the beginning of the dog's career, making them focus on me and not so much focus on the equipment. And the equipment is what they bite, but they focus their energy onto me. And the younger I start the dog doing this, if it's a motivated dog, the easier it is later on to create a variety of different pictures. It's easier to keep the dog from getting obsessed with a certain piece of equipment. And then if I'm doing a sport that requires that the dog bark at the guy or focus on the guy, then I don't have to undo something that I've already done. And I can sometimes get the same picture that I want without having to put the dog in defensive aggression. Right? So what I would love to do is find the dog that you talked about whose prey drive was enough to carry them. Right? Have this extremely prey-driven, motivated dog that bites really well in prey, barks really well in prey, everything's great. And now how do I make that dog focus the way I want him to focus so I can create the picture I want, in Schutzhund specifically, that I can create the picture I want without putting him in defensive aggression, meaning I want him to look at the guy, bark at the guy, not watch, if I drop the sleeve, that he should look at me and not at the sleeve, right? And I can create that picture artificially, as it were, through man orientation. Or what more people do is they try to create the picture through defense. So they make that dog worried about the guy because the guy is potentially dangerous. So now the dog focuses on the guy and not the sleeve because he's the bad guy and he might hit me or he might do something to me. So I need to keep my eye on him. So they create the man focus there. Whereas I would prefer, if possible, assuming the dog has enough drive and I don't need defensive aggression to make intensity, that I would prefer to teach the dog to orient and focus on the man without defensive aggression if I can help it.